Hey, what's good? When this is at Nunnery in the Clutch, and I want to talk about some very interesting news going on from a team that's very mysterious, going on with their direction, and it's even got their star players confused as to what's going on here. Where are we going from this? I need answers right now, and I'm talking about the Sacramento Kings. As just today, there's been reports that Domantas Sabonis, their remaining star player on the Sacramento Kings, he is seeking for clarity on the team's direction heading into this offseason because he and a lot of fans, including myself, do not know what are the Sacramento Kings trying to do here. Are they trying to compete for a play-in or a playoff spot? Are they trying to rebuild and start from scratch? We don't know, especially after the fact that the Sacramento Kings traded De'Aaron Fox to the San Antonio Spurs to basically, give De'Aaron Fox as a thank you to sending him to his preferred team. And then unfortunately for Fox, just after he got traded there, that's when Victor Wembanyama had his injury, and now he's out for the season. So that's a sad situation going on over there, and hope all the best for them. Regarding Victor and his head coach, Greg Popovich, it's just a sad, messy situation over there, and just hope things are better for them overall. Just want to give that peace out to them. But anyway, with that being said, we're here to talk about the Sacramento Kings. And with the Sacramento Kings, they did end up receiving Zach LaVine from the Chicago Bulls, who he's a really good player, very talented. But the thing is, he cannot stay healthy all the time. And also, he doesn't have the ability to elevate his team to take him to the next level. Like I said, he's a great individual player, great scorer, arguably one of the best shooting guards in the entire NBA. But there has been a proven track record for many years now that Zach LaVine's not someone he can carry you to a conference final spot or to an NBA final spot, as if we've seen guys like Jimmy Butler, for example, from the Miami Heat. He took a under-talented team there all the way to the NBA finals twice. And there's also been some surprise teams that have been able to lift them up during like really hard times, like Steph Curry, especially in the 2022 NBA finals. They weren't considered the best team. They weren't like the clear-cut number one team like they were back in the KD era Warriors. They weren't like that. This was Steph Curry's chance to prove himself, and he did that. He was able to elevate that team when they needed it, get some help with guys like Jordan Poole, and be able to lift them up to where they need to be to win their fourth NBA championship. Zach LaVine, he's not in that same category as Steph Curry or Jimmy Butler in raising their teammates to the next level. He doesn't have that ability. And nothing against him. That doesn't mean he's a bad player or a bad teammate. It's just he doesn't have that full-on leadership role like that the guys I just mentioned have. And everybody's built differently in that aspect. So Domantas Sabonis, he knows that. And he knows that this team is, at the time of recording, they're 32-29. They're sitting ninth in the Western Conference standings, which is good enough for them to make the play-in. But it's not guaranteed that they'll make the playoffs if the season were to end right now. And Domantas Sabonis, when looking at this, he's like, all right, what am I doing here? We just got rid of my best teammates in De'Aaron Fox, and I'm dealing with some aging veterans here who are good players, but we don't have much time left in Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. Where am I going from this? How am I going to get to where I need to be? I want to win. I don't want to waste my remaining prime years on a rebuilding team. Based on what the report I'm reading, that's what it sounds like to me. And there could be a possibility that the Sacramento Kings, they might clean up house, or if things don't get where they need to be, if the Kings are looking at Domantas Sabonis, they're like, okay, we don't know what's going on here. We're trying to make this work, but I guess we got to rebuild. We need to start fresh. And Domantas Sabonis, based on him having these rumblings already, he wants to win right now because he doesn't know how much time he has left before he can before his performance starts to decline, and he's like, he can't lead them to elevate them to a conference finals or an NBA championship. He doesn't want to be in that situation where a lot of great players, they've been great for so long, but their talents are wasted on middle of pack to bottom feeder teams where there's no direction or no sense of help to get them where they need to be at. We've seen that with many players like Allen Iverson. We've seen that guys with Patrick Ewing. We've seen Charles Barkley. We've seen so many talented players who have done amazing things in their career, helped out their teams when they needed it, but the teams don't give them the resources or tools to be successful to get to that championship. And it's not always like black and white. It's the player's fault or the team's fault. Sometimes they try to make it work, but it just doesn't materialize. And for Sabonis, he's like realizing he's in that potential same category as those guys I just mentioned. And he's like, all right, I need to get this right. I want to win a championship. I already made my money. I already got good points. I know I can contribute to a team. I know what I bring to the table. I know my value. So give me some direction, like Sacramento. Let me know where's this going. Are you guys trying to win? Are you trying to start fresh? And if so, let me know now so I can do what's best for my career. That's what this report is telling me right here. That's what I'm understanding. And when looking at Domantas Sabonis, he has been doing amazing so far this season for the Sacramento Kings, as he's averaging at the time of recording 19.5 points per game, 14.1 rebounds a game. That is impressive right there. 6.2 assists, 0.6 blocks, 0.4 blocks per game. 0.6 steals a game. Forgive me on that part. While shooting at a staggering 59.6% from the field, 43.2% from three-point range, while having 3 turnovers a game. And like Domantas Sabonis, he can be a great fit for any contending team. He's really good on the interior. He can shoot. He can space the floor, which is very important in today's NBA game, where a lot of bigs, they need to be able to not only get rebounds, play defense, and be really good on fighting all these other bigs for rebounds, but they also need to be really good at shooting and spacing the floor so their point guards can be able to make drives and make passes or open up the lane so they won't be clogged up or have to take hard fouls. Domantas Sabonis, he is perfect for that. And I have noticed there are 3 teams that could definitely use him, particularly 3 contending teams, and that is the LA Lakers, because they do need an established firm big, because right now they have Jackson Hayes and Rui Hachimura as their main big guys, and nothing against them. They're both talented individuals, but they're not guys that can like space the floor or elevate as in Domantas Sabonis' ability. He can definitely contribute to a team like the Lakers, who definitely need him. And the Lakers, they were desperate to get a big so bad that they went to get Mark Williams, but because of his injury history and their concerns, they had to veto that trade and bring back Dalton Knecht, which was a big internal mess between them. So the Lakers definitely could use a big in that one. So that's one option for Domantas Sabonis, especially now that the Lakers are doing really good with Luka on the team. Another team I've noticed I could definitely use Domantas Sabonis' services is the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks, their main center is Brook Lopez, but he is getting up there in age, and he's a good offensive player, but defensively he could definitely improve on that regard. But what sense is there when he's like in his mid-30s and doesn't have much time left? Domantas Sabonis can step right in, and he can extend the Bucks championship window by at least 2 or 3 more years with him being there. So that's really good. And another team that I have noticed I could definitely use Domantas Sabonis' service is the Golden State Warriors. Now, they're doing really good ever since they traded for Jimmy Butler. They're on the right track, but when they get to the playoffs, how are they going to stop guys like Nikola Jokic? How are they going to stop guys like potentially like Isaiah Hartenstein or Chet Holmgren when they got to face potentially the Oklahoma City Thunder? How are they going to stop guys like Alperen Sengun? There's so many bigs out there in the Western Conference that are really good and loaded. Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Memphis Grizzlies. Like, they're a really talented team. I'm never going to doubt the Warriors as long as Steph Curry's there, but they're very undersized. And there's a lot of big men that can take care of business. And I'm just talking just in the Western Conference. In the Eastern Conference, let's not even get started with Kristaps Porzingis for the Celtics, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Karl-Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. There's so many people out there that they're going to have to face up against, whether it's in the Western Conference or if somehow they make it to the NBA Finals. They have to face against these giants who can play defense, can score, and space the floor. Well, if you have someone like Domantas Sabonis, he can definitely mitigate and neutralize that mismatch. So those are 3 teams I believe that will be good for Domantas Sabonis and their respective teams, is the LA Lakers, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Golden State Warriors, if Domantas Sabonis were to leave Sacramento this upcoming offseason. But let me know what you guys think, Kings fans. Are you guys also trying to figure out where are they going? Do you think they're trying to contend? They're trying to make the most out of the situation? Are they the Chicago Bulls 2.0? Or is this a process of them trying to slowly but surely commit to a full-on rebuild? And if so, what team do you think Domantas Sabonis should be at? And let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. While you're at it, please like and subscribe to this channel. I certainly love and appreciate every single last one of y'all. God bless, and talk soon.